Hello everyone and welcome back to the techystack channel. So today we are trying to explore one more new topic. This is not a new topic; it's a old topic only. So this is related to the RPA challenge. So initially we did this challenge with a normal thing. Now we are going to do in the format of RE framework. So one of the subscriber asked this need to do this enter in the RE framework. Once this is done, he wants to add log files as well. So we'll see how we can work around these things. Okay, rest of the things are same. Just instead of the normal things, we are moving to the RE framework. So this is the RE framework folder. So when you see top, these data are the normal things. We don't want to do anything with that. And the data we have input, output, and temp files. So in the input file, we are using some Excel files. What are the input required files we are using, and output files, which is nothing but as daily logs or the status of the particular transaction. Those kind of data we can store this, and the temp you can use or might be the use, this is optional. And the config file, so in this config file only we are storing these assets, constants or the settings, where the queues, what is the queue names, and where it's stored in which folder. Those kind of data we are storing here. So I'm giving a brief description, introduction about this all things, because some people who are coming directly watching this video, so might be them not aware of these things. So that's why I'm giving full end-to-end description. And when you see these documents, we can paste here BRD, PVD, or might be the SDD. Those documents we can place it. And this exception screenshots, while running this bot, if you want to take some kind of bot error screenshots, those kind of screenshots you can place it here. Not only that, if you want add some other screenshots as well, go ahead, no issues with that. And the framework, so when you're working with RA framework, so we are splitting the code into the small pieces of code. For example, if you see for taking screenshot, so we are take create a one XAML file, and similar for the process, killing applications, set all applications, settings, and closing any applications. These things are we did small XAML files. Just we are invoking into the main XAML, and the test this is not required. And right now we are moving to the main XAML. So in this main XAML only we are writing the code and putting the all the together at one node. So one node within the main. So all the things are we keeping one place, and we are just invoking the rest of the things. So now I will go here. Okay, so I will do the coding. Just click the download Excel file. Those stuffs, everything I will do in the incognito mode. So let me go and open this in incognito mode. Okay, now this is done. So let me close this. Okay, now this is done. So first of all, I'm moving. I mean, basically, when you see here, four stages are there: init application, get transaction, process transaction, end process transaction. So initial stage, what type of applications you want to launch, what type of data you want to read that, and if you want to add the data, any data to the queue items, you can add the queue items in the orchestrator. And after this get transaction, getting data from the orchestrator and processing the transaction in this stage here, and end process. So once this part is done, there is no transaction, directly move to the end process. This is a very high level of the RE framework. Now going to the initial state. So when you check here, it is covered by the try catch. If you got any error, it will go and do rest of the stuff as well. So if you want to get in detail of these things, so you can go with this debug mode step by step and observe that you will get the clear picture of this RE framework. So if you not practice these things, you will never get know how the things are working. Okay, now initially it will take it a system exception as a nothing, and you can see this. They put one config, which is nothing but as a one variable. So config is nothing. Then it will go to these things and read the data from the init all settings. So once I open this, so it will open just one Excel file and read the data from that. So whatever the stuff is there in the three sheets, it will read and store in the format of dictionaries. So dictionaries are the keys and values. Based on that key, we are getting the values. Okay, the those stuff are available in the init all settings. So once this is done, whatever the data is there, it will store into the config. And after this in orchestrator, so it's checking whether null space these things are there. So it just remove and store the data into the in config of orchestrator queue. So it will store one data here. So based on this, we can fetch the data. So you can see the orchestrator queue name. Okay, And after this, we can see this orchestrator folder, I think. Okay, this is related to the orchestrator folder. So config of orchestrator folder is nothing but where the folder is available. I will show that as well once move to their point. Okay, this step is done. And after this invoke kill process, so just I will open this workflow. Okay, now you can see this, there is no nothing else, just added a killing process, that's it. So if you want to kill any process, we can use this kill process. And here I want to kill the process name as crow. Okay, just to save this, if you want to add this any logs, you can add this. Right now I will add this kill crow application and close the kill all process SAML. So this is just for our safer purpose. This automation started and ended. So those kind of things, I just added the log here. Okay, this is done. Next, we need to go where it is. Kill option is there. Okay, and business process name. So you have the business process name now. So business process name is nothing but as a, this is a RP challenge. That is a process name. So kind of we can vary the person to person and project to project. It will vary. And after this, we can see this. If we got any error, it will throw based on that conditions. It will work it. And we can see this init all applications. Initially what we did now, so we closed that Chrome application. Now here we are launching that particular application. If you want to launch Chrome, you can launch the Chrome. If you want to work on the Edge, you can work on the Edge. If you want to do some applications like Java applications, or might be the WhatsApp, or might be the Excel, what are the stuff in there, you can start this from this here. Okay, now I'm working on the browser. So just I will take open browser activity. And here I will go with this classic activities for all. So I don't want to go with the modern. So just I will update. This is the my URL. So once this is launched, I will go. Now I will go inside and this is my browser type. I will go with this Chrome and I need in the private window is nothing but as an incognito mode. This is done. And after this, I want to click here, download Excel file. So let me take this click activity. Click activity. Okay, I will just click on this download Excel file. Once I click here, then it will open some window. So I will go to my folder. My folder is coding and Uipath. After this, we have this one RE framework where it is. Okay, RE framework and under this data. As of now, I will go input and I will paste this file just for the temporary purpose. I will copy this path. Copy as. Okay, now I will do one more time. And the file name you can see this is challenge.xlsx. So now go back to here and we need to take here type into because we need to pass this path now. So just drag and drop and indicate the browser here. Later go inside and update the path. Here I will update this challenge.xlsx. If you want, you can change the name. That's fine, no problem. So just update this as save and edit selector. You can see this. Okay, this fine looks good. If you want, you can. I will remove this control ID not required. So I will validate and highlight. If it is working, then fine, no issues. So this is working well and good, no issues. And go here. You can see this empty field is there, so you can make it as empty field. So before typing the data, it will make it as empty field and type. So if you not give empty field, then it will consider the different path. So what it will do now, let me show you that as well. So it will type this like this, then the file name, everything got changed. So once that step is done, we need to click again for the saving file. Just drag and drop this click. Okay, this is modern one. If you want, you can go with modern one. So there is no objection with that. And I will click on that save and I will check this edit selector. Okay, this is fine. Looks good. No issues with this. Okay, now this part has been done. I will copy this log and I will update. I will make it as download Excel file into the download Excel file. That is enough. Okay, now this part has been done. The next part, if you want, you can go with this another XAML file, or might we go with the XAML, the same XAML file. So the next part, what I am doing now, so I will just read this data, whatever the download file data having now, I will just read the data. Once I read the data, and I will push the data to the orchestrator. Okay, let me download this file, and I don't know what is the file path of this. So for the purpose, I need to download. I mean, file path, not the file path. I need this sheet name. So here sheet name as a sheet path. That's fine. Now go back to the studio again. If you want to read that data from the Excel file, you can use this read range workbook, and path I will get from the above. I will get the path from here. This is my path. Okay, I have updated this path, done. And I will go inside of this properties under this output data table. I will create one variable which we call dt. So in this dt variable, it will store this data. Okay, now this is done. After I will go here bulk queue item. So basically we have go with one by one insert, or might be you can update the add queue items bulk queue item. So anything is fine. So right now I'm go with this bulk queue item. And once you click on this drop down now, so we can able to see this my orchestrator folder name, and we can see this RP challenge is nothing but as a queue name, and the DT. So just nothing but as the DT. So here, if you want, you can pass this data in the here. Let's go here. So this is a folder now. You can pass this data here, and this is RP challenge, nothing but as my queue name. Okay. So this data also I had passed. Now just closed. Okay, this is fine. No issues with this. Okay, now I will. Okay, here it is done. So if you want, you can cover this entire with the try catchy. And if you got any error, so it will won't start this process, and it will just kick out from the automation. It won't do the next further steps. So if you want, you can add this try catchy here. No issues with that. Okay. Now let me close this initial all applications, and here it will check whether it have got a error or not. So if this is error, what we need to do based on these transactions already it has designed. So here no need to do anything. Okay, now in initialization what we did, so whatever the applications are there now, I mean initially it read the data from the init all settings, and it will grab this configure data. So whatever the data is, like assets, if you update the assets, or might be the what is the queue name, where the queue is located. So those kind of data is taken. And after this, if you have any applications, for example, sometimes unknown applications are in open in the machine, so we need to close. We can close all the applications like Notepad, whatever the application, you can do that, no issues. As of now, we are targeting on the Chrome applications, so that's why we given only the Chrome killing application. And this is the log base. What is the process name? You can just add it. After this, if you got any exception from these things, so it will capture that. And later we can see this invoke init all applications. So here what we are doing now, so we are just launching this rpachallenge.com and downloading that Excel file. Okay, once this is done, we can move to the next step. I mean, updating the orchestra, updating the queues into the orchestra as well. So every step is done. Now we'll go back to this second stage, the transaction data. So here we don't want to do nothing. So this is already designed. No need to do anything. So it will get the queues from the orchestrator and it will process. Fine. Now directly move to the process transaction. So in this process transaction, we work on the invoke process workflow. So just open this invoke process workflow, and here our actual work will start. Okay. So what we need to do? So here we need to get this role in company name. So we need type into. So totally how many types into are there? So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let me 1, 2. Okay, maybe we'll take that later. So I will go and initiate one by one thing, and I will pass this text later. So before that, I will edit selector. And right now you can see this edit WT, which is not standard here. So let's go inside. I mean, open in UI Explorer. And now we need to tag how we can identify this. We need to check here. So RP challenge, that's fine. And here, so why I'm saying means, for example, when I go and refresh this challenge, right now the role in company is somewhere else. Now, if I highlighted this one, it won't work. So let me highlight and validate. So it's not working. So when I indicated the role in company again, it got changed this web controller name. So automatically it will change us. So we need to tag this already. So most of the people's known. So when you're coming to new peoples, so they should also aware of this one, how they can do this one. See this above the one web control, these things. So just to select and we can see this inner text. So when I go here, browser, this one, so we can see inside it's having some inner text like this. So just if you inspect, we can see this label address, something which we call inner text. So based on that, it will calculate. So we need to go in deep here. So right now we can see this. This is the inner text of this. So these are all the tagging to the one element. So when you see this div, so these all are tagging to the, and similar way all are tagged like that only. So once you go here and we can see this inner text. So let me enable this. So how you can enable now, just click the checkbox. So it got enabled. If you want, if you don't want then you can just click there and it got disabled. So now I'm enabling here. So once I enable and downside the part which is not required for me, so I'm disabling this one. So downside one, it will take some time, or let it be no issues with that. And here I'm considering as a selector as an inner text, and rest of the things, this is not required for me. And this idx is also not required, and this one also not required. Let me remove this because idx is not standard now. I will remove from here. Okay, let me validate. And if you highlight this, now it got highlighted as the address. And similar way, if you want to do for the company name, so just I will show you here company name how it will work. So the company name here it has, I will just try, but basically it will work. Company, just this is for a test purpose only. So let me validate this. I'm not sure. Okay, it highlighted. Now it got highlighted for the company name. Okay, like that we need to do for all. So let me make this as back to address. Okay, and this is not required. Just validate and click on that save. Okay, everything is got message. ADDRESS. Okay, just spelling mistake. Then validate it. So it and highlight it. So it highlighting as my requirement. This is done. Okay, here I will go to this Excel file, whether I download or not download it. I think I downloaded this Excel file. Let's go to the download, and this is my Excel file, because I will follow this first name like that. So first of all, I will calculate for the first name. I will go one by one. So again, I will go inside the selector and I will change. Where is this? Not here. Let me go here. Open in UI Explorer, and the same steps. You can follow the same steps for each and everything. And go to this, remove this name, and go to his, remove this class, all the stuff, and give this only the inner name and this IDX. If you remove or keep it is no issues. So what I will do now, I will just copy this stuff, validate and highlight. Let me close this. Now I will back to this automation, and so this step will update that one. So this is for the first name now. Just go here and change as a first name. So why we need to change these things? For example, tomorrow some person came and he want to understand this process. So if we give the first name, he will get to know here updating as a first name. After this, how we can update this text must be in double quotes now. So here we need to pass this data. How we can pass this, we can check it. So now when you go and check here, we have this one variable which we called queue item, and the name is in transaction item. So just copy that and open here. After this, just update the variable and dot specific content dot to string. Okay, here the which is the string. I mean, in this closure bracket, open and close bracket, we need to update the some data. So which is related to the first name. So this first name you can just go to this here and copy from here and paste it. Okay, so the same data will go and update there. So nothing changed. So that's why we need to copy from there and paste it. Now just click on that save. It got remove that error. Now what I will do now, I will just remove all the stuff this one. So initially I did. Right now this and all are not required. I will show you one simple thing here. Okay, this is first name which we did. Just copy and what is the next second last name it's there. So just copy from here, and this is just only last name now. Last name, and go to this or else you can edit this selector and make this as the last name. That's it, and validate. If it is validating, then it's fine. Basically, it should validate, and it's got highlight for the last name. So like this, we need to go and do for rest of the things. And once this is done, we need to go here inside and change this as the last name. So here you can copy from here because we don't know here some spaces are there, those kind of stuff is there. So that's why better you can copy from there and update. Okay, and a couple of people are known this issue, and some of them not aware of this. So this is intentionally they will keep, I feel. And the third one. So what is the third one here? So the third one is company name. Just copy, and you can go vice versa. You can change this first, change this last. So there is no straightforward. We can go and change this. There is no like not like that. So and I will remove this last name and update this name, and I will just highlight valid. So for each and everything you need to highlight and validate. If you not this, then might be something issues. Then we need to do again and again. Okay, this is also done. And the next step, what you're having role in company, just copy and go to here, change this name and go inside edit selector, change this as thing. So this is for role in company, validate, highlight. This is also highlighting, no issues with that. Just click on that OK. And after this, go inside and change this company name to name of the role in company. This is done. Each and everything done. You can just go for the save option for the beginners. So once you miss this anything here, na, then it's a big issue. Again, you need to recode all the things. So just come here and change this name address. This should be the address. I have some issue with this my mouse, so that's why I'm not getting accurate here. So just me address. I will go inside and change this to address. So like this, you can do each and every step. So you can skip this some portion of video. So, but I'm not skipping. I want to update each and everything here. So that's why I'm not skipping anything. And the next, what it will happen? I have the email. So just copy this email. I will go inside selector, change this address to email. So I forget to validate. So make sure that for the better, safer side validation is required. And go to here and change this address to email. And the final one we need to do for the mobile number, I think so. Yes, phone number. Just copy and update this as the phone number. You can go inside and update this phone number, and here also. So now each and every step has been done and there is no issues with this. So right now what I will do, I will just refresh this one. Let me refresh. So, and I will highlight right now. The phone number is available here. Previous the phone number is on the top side. If you want to check, again I will refresh this. Now the phone number is on the top here. So let me re-highlight. Now it highlighting. So like this we need to highlight. So now this is fine. Okay, once this all the steps are done, then we need to click on this submit or some option is there. We'll check that as well. So we need to click on once this is start after we have this submit option is there. So just click on this submit. So now when you check the submit, it won't change. So every time it have the name as a submit. So no issues. And here one thing we need to find out is whether this is started or not. So based on this, if initially what it will happen now, if we check here start, I will go and I will do one thing. Get element or else made with it get text. Get text where it is get text. Yeah, this is fine. Again, it's classic. I need classic. So I will get text from here. Okay, and I will store this in one variable which we called status. Let it be fine. And I will take one if condition. Just drag and drop if condition. So why I'm using this if condition now? So sometimes if it is not started, then it will click the start button, and next for the next time there is no start. It have the round button 1, 2, and so on. Okay, here just status is equals to start. Okay, so just do step into whether you are getting that data or not. So we need to check that as well now. So just step into get text. Okay, and for the checking purpose, you can use this immediate window for the instant results. Now here the value is status. So just check this. It have the start. When you check here, it have the small letters, but when you see here, it's caps lock. So now what you can do now? Change this start. And if you don't know whether it will come as a start as a thing, just you can change this to UCase a dot to lower case is there. Dot to lower and make this all are the small. Okay, now I will show you how the lower will work here. Only the one step. So whatever the capturing from here now is just to capture to the lower. Now I will just up arrow. We get the status from there. Dot to lower. So whatever that data is there, just convert it to the small legs. So like this, we need to identify and build that logic. Now it will get the start, and now I need to click here on the start. So let me take this click and I will indicate this as a start. Okay, here the start with whatever it may be, no, it considered as a button. Now when you check it, is the tag to the button. This is fine. Okay, now all the stuff has been done. So it will submit each and everything. So what it will do now? So initially it will come to this page and it will launch, it will done. I mean, it will check for the start available or not. Then it will start. If it is not available the start, it has some round button whatever it may be, then it won't click and it will go to the as is process. And here you want to do one more check, so whether the browser is in open status or not. So for that again take this if condition, so this should be in the initial stage. Okay, again you can take get element. Get element is not there. element exist, you can take that element exist. So here also you can take that element exist, but it's again depends. Okay, now what I will do now, I will check the element exist like this. So whether this page is available or not, I will just check. Okay, if this page is available, then I don't want to launch this Chrome application. If that is not available, then I will launch that application. So these things you can go with outside of this process or inside of this process. Again, it's a depends. For example, what happened now, so when you go with this inside of outside of the process, sometimes the file Chrome will not launch properly, having some issues. Then here it might be the miss it getting the kind of throwing the errors. So to avoid those kind of things, you can code vice versa. You can code there and you can code it here. Here you can just check element exists is available or not. Okay, now go and I will create one variable. I will keep it as Chrome status because this is related to the Chrome application. Na? So what type of variables you are using, na, that should be having some valid name. Then only it will understand to the others. If you give X, so it difficult to understand the others as well. Na? So that's why when you're giving something here, make some kind of attention here and you can do it. Now I think here the selector has something. Let me go inside of Open UI Explorer and I will check is there. I will remove this and do let it be something. I will take this inner RPA challenge and I will remove this IDX equal to 14. Just I'm trying to more elaborate. So that's fine. Whatever it may be, I'm getting the good look. So this is also done. Now go here and change, I mean, and save this. Now you can check this Chrome status. Chrome status equals to false. Okay. If it is equals to false, then the application is not in the format of open status. Now we can open this browser. So just click here, open browser, drag and drop this thing. Okay, now you can update this URL. So just grab this URL from here and you can update. And here you might be the some question. So right now you are doing the challenge. For example, one action is done, and after two or three iterations has completed, again it go to the round one. So make sure that this is a example thing how we can tackle these things. For that purpose, they design this RPA challenge. When you go to this original thing, so we need to resume from the where it got failed. Okay, that's why these things. This is question. If you have got any this kind of question, it's not a thing. Just forget about. Just try to learn the concept in the real time. Okay, now this is done. It will just launch this application, and later it will come and it can update all the stuff from the there. Okay, now this is done. Everything, whatever things are done. So this is done. The next step, it will go to this. Where it is? This is one. So set transaction file. Okay, now what will gonna when you check here, three steps are there. So now what we need to do, we need to update the data to the Excel, whether it got success or fail or might be the system exception. So just click on this success. Just click on here. Okay, sorry, my bad. Okay, now what it will do now, it will go inside this particular thing. I mean, inside it will go and set the transaction as successful. So now what we need to do, you can just take one more activity which we called Excel. You can use right range, whatever it may be. You can use that right range also. It's fine. Or might be you can go and write one by one iteration of it. So anything is fine. But basically, how we are data getting from the orchestrator, we need to look first of all. So when you see its phone number, so set. I mean transaction. I mean what to say. Queue item dot specific content of phone number. So when I give that thing, I'm getting this phone number. When I give this mail, I'm getting this mail. When I give this role in company, I'm getting those kind of stuff is available. Okay. So first we'll run till there and we'll come to this page. So this is a very simple. Just you can give this. Uh, you can use right range. right range workbook. So you can just drag in this activity and you can pause this. This is sheet one. I'm updating as sheet one. And so here data table, this one come in, we don't know exactly. So we'll just look and come back here. So what it will happen, how it is working. So we'll just run till here and we'll come back here and we'll design that logic as well. Okay, now let me put breakpoint here till here. Okay, I will go to this main and run one by one step into mode. So when you run this is in the step into mode, you will get a very clear picture on this. Okay, so just try to run in a debug mode for initial stages. Or else we have one more thing is there. There is a one more step. I forget where it is exactly. It will go each one by step. It will go like this. Maybe step slow, I think. So you can use that as well. So right now I will just click on that continue. It will start all the steps and it will go. And okay, I missed that. Sorry, my bad. So it clicked that and say, downloading that file as well into there, and the file has downloaded. No issues with that. And now we'll check what will happening here. It throw the error. Okay, so read range workbook it got the error. So now we'll check what is the read range workbook. So the workbook does not exist. So let me go and check there the file is available or not. The first step. I will go to coding files and after this Uipath coding and my RE framework. So let me go inside the data and config, not input. So let me remove this config. This is not required. Challenge. So let me check the spelling mistake is correct or not. Okay, everything is done. Just I will try to retry. If it is working, I will tell you what the issue exactly here. Okay. So what happened now? Okay, this is fine. I will tell you. So when the file is downloading from the somewhere else, it will take some time to download that file. So there you can update one if condition file path file exists is available or not. So you can just go and type file exist. So you can check that file is available or not. If the file is available, then no need to do anything. If the file is not available, then you can wait. You can give this some wait condition. You can do that one as well. Okay, now till here it is completed. Now we need to take this transaction item. Just I want to check transaction item what type of data is coming. Okay, when you check here I have this bunch of the data. From this I have this phone number, and when you go transaction item dot specific content, if you give that one specific content, for example if I want to mail ID. So the same thing what we updated in there now, the same thing it will come dot to string. So it will give this only the mail ID. User asked for the he want to track some kind of logs. So if you want to get the logs from here, I will go this. I will take this ID. So how I can take this ID transaction item dot ID. So why I'm taking this ID directly? So when you check here, there's just some kind of format is there. So I'm not able to zoom this. I will just copy this data and keep it into the notepad for your best understanding. So let me zoom it. So when you check this, this is my transaction. Under this transaction, I have the multiple things are there. So when you check here ID, so it starts from here directly. You can take it ID. And when you check here queue name, this is the my queue name, and after this I have the specific content. So this is a specific content what I have done. I have the some kind of specific content, and the specific content is kind of storing in the dictionary. And so that's why for getting the specific content is different, and for ID we get the directly. So now I will type this transaction id dot id, then it's give this ID. So now I will take this some couple of the steps here. I will go take it ID is the one thing, and after this I will take the one more thing which we call. Let me try this item key whether we can get directly or not. Something is different. Okay, the item key also it's available. I'm taking the item key as well, and I will take this queue name. Only these three is enough right now, and I will remove this. I will add this queue name. Okay, now this three is done. So I will capture these three steps, and along with I will take this specific content as all this status, and at the end I will make this as the status like success or failure. Okay, I will take other stuff as well. Anyway, I have the other stuff from there now. I will take that. I will just copy these three things. Okay, four thing. This is also is available there only now. So I will take this and I will put notepad. Okay, I will just stop this automation. Okay, now I will do one more XAML file. So this XAML file, which is useful for updating the Excel file. Okay, I will take Control N, or else you can go to here RE framework and go to this frameworks. Just copy any one of them and paste it, and you can replace this Excel log file, whatever the name. If you want, you can add it. And now I'm going inside and I will delete all the stuffs from here. I don't kept anything data here. Okay, I will just go and straight away I will delete all the stuff. And what are the variables are there, I will remove all the stuff. If you want, you can go that way, or if you want, go this way. So anything is fine, depends upon you. Okay, now I will remove all the stuff right away, or else you can just go top and remove. That's it. Okay, now this is done. And the first step, I will take this Excel. You can go with Excel application only, because we are updating the one by one row item. And here we need to get this Excel last. For example, right now one data is updated. After the second data, we need to update on the downside of the second cell or third cell, fifth cell, seventh cell. No? So we need to go with Excel application scope. So you can go with Excel process. No, no. I will go with this again, the classic Excel application scope. So here you can give this path. I will go and take this path. I will go here output. Let me take this output and I will do. So here right now I'm not going in deep logs here. So let me close this file. This is not required. Okay, I will delete this as well, and I will delete this stuff and I will make it as log or log data. This is fine. Okay, what we discussed in the couple of seconds back now. So these data we need now. So like that, I will update the same data. So the first one is transaction item. Transaction item. I will take this transaction item ID. Okay, and after this transaction item key, I will take this straight away. I don't want to do messy here. So I will take a transaction item key, and after this transaction item queue name, or else if you can go with very similar queue name, you can use this queue name. Okay, and later I have this some stuff here like first name, last name, all the stuff I will go and do there. So this is the last name. I will put here first name, last name, the company name, and role in company, role in company, assistant, and address, role in company, address, and after this email. That's it. Role in company, where it is, address. Okay, now I will just copy this stuff and go to here. I will paste like this. This is for the first name. Just I will give the first name. If you want, you can skip this content from here. So no issues with that. So I don't want to skip anything, even what I'm doing here. So that's why I'm making this video. And who are coming, the new peoples to this, they want to also understand this one. No? So that purpose I'm doing these things. So role in company, address, and the final part is mail. Okay, this is done. And finally, we have this one more column which we call status. Okay, just do like this. It will go out in proper way. Okay, now we created the headers as well. Now what I will do, I will go this automation. Where is this YAML file? Okay, I will go here and this is the my path. I will just read this file. I need to change this config file now. Let me change this file name as logs, log data. Just copy as this path and go to Excel and update this. Okay, so after this, we need to read that range. So once you read the data, then only we'll get to know how many rows are available there. So use this read range. So the sheet name which we given as the logs, log data. Okay, and make this variable as dt. Done. That is also done. Okay, and this is done. And later now I will go with here if condition. I will check here dt equals to 1. Okay, directly you cannot give the dt. So dt dot rows dot rows dot count equals to 1. Okay, if it is so initially it will start from the 1. So that's why I given here. So if you want to check whether it is come as a 1 or not, you can just run this automation and verify this. Okay, this is a very common issue. Don't worry about it. So just close one thing from here and go to this other and open from the file here. So now it will work. This file where I get, so we keep in the frameworks now. Under this framework, we make the name as Excel file. So where is this Excel file? Okay, I will go here and I open from here only. Frameworks, Excel logs. Again, it will open in some other font. That's why I try to open here only, but it's not opening. Now it will work. There is no issues, I think. Okay, it will open directly from here. I will close this one then. So just click on the step into and now it will run and it will open the particular Excel file. So we have to wait a couple of seconds to open that Excel file. Now a log data, read range, log data is not the log data only now the file. Okay, now when you check here, the file name got changed. Sorry, sheet name. This is done. Now let me we can rerun one more time because issue with the sheet name. So basically, when you're developing, these are the very common things. Now it got read. Now we'll check dt dot rows dot count. So when you check is it's have the 0. So here we did one mistake which we need to consider as this headers. Okay, headers is there. Let me update this dt what it will give this. So when you see the header as a reading and it have this 0. Okay, now we get to know if this is equals to 0, then we need to update one by one thing. I hope you understand this point. So initially, when you go with the Excel file, there it will start as the 1, 2, 3 rows. When you go with this DT, it will start from the 0. So that is small difference we need to understand. Actually, I have something different in my mind, so that's why I taken this if condition. Here you can use this if condition or might not be use if condition. Anyway, right now we created our own stuff now, so then not require this one. So just if you want, you can remove this. Right now, I'm removing this if condition, and once it's done, we want to write that cell. Okay, just drag and drop this right cell. Okay, when you check, let me open that Excel file. So when you see in the format of A1, the data is standard. Data is a standard means A1, A2, sorry, B1, B2, C1, C2, like this is it. And under this A1, we have this transaction IDs, which is standard, B2 transaction item P, like this all are designed. So we'll update like this. So here A and remove this one plus dt dot rows dot count plus 1. Again, I have issue 1. Okay, 1. If it is not work, then keep this open and close bracket dot to string. Simple. Okay. Now it will go and update the value on this thing. And the next step, what we are doing now, so just we need to update that value. For that, we need to create this one variable. I'm creating one variable which we call item, and this is the indirection, and the argument is core dot q item. Okay, just save this and go to here. We need to pass this data from. Now where we need to, so we need to go to this invoke workflow under this transaction set item. So just open this and check what type of arguments they passed here. So because this is some new activity which I'm seeing right now, just click how they passed. Just I want to understand. Okay, in business value transaction field item. Okay, so this is nothing but as the key and value. Fine. Okay, just open this workflow and go to this success. Just open this and you can just drag and drop invoke workflow. And here my file should be this Excel log file. Just to save this file and here import. So already item is available and here I need to pass value. So before passing, I need to check arguments. The transaction ID is there, transaction number is there. But what I want now, so I want this queue item. So in transaction queue item, just copy this and open workflow and pass value in transaction queue item. So the data, whatever the data is available in the particular queue item, the data pass it to this item. So just click on that save. And after this, we need to add one more thing. So whether it got success or failure. So just I will keep one more status. I will create one more variable which we called final status or whatever you can make it the status. And this is the in. Just to save it and go to the here and open this. Where is this? Save this. Import arguments. Okay, once you click on the import arguments, then only it's getting. So this is the new activity which I'm seeing right now. So previously having something is different. Just open this and you can this final state. This is anyway, this is success because it's coming into this position. It got success by default. Okay, now go to this log, Excel log again and take this item, open, expand this item dot specific content. So already we have this stuff which we updated in the notepad. Now just go to their notepad and go to here and I need this ID. First of all, what is available in the Excel file? Transaction ID. Now just go and remove this is not required. Transaction ID dot to. Okay, this is not transaction ID. Now this is item dot ID. If and you can give dot to string, then the error will got disappear. So this is for the column A. You can make it mention right thing. So this is for the cell or might be the column A. You can update like that. Okay, this is done. After this, we need to do for the column B. So this is for the B and everything is the similar. Just we need to change 2 steps. So this is for the transaction item key. Just go and grab this transaction. Okay, just I will take this item key dot to string. Item key dot to string. That's it. Just save and go here and change this value to the B. Done. Okay, next copy paste and do for the C. Okay, rest of the thing the same. And what have here? Okay, Q name, item dot Q name dot to string dot to string. Just click on that save. This is also done. And next, okay, we need to change one more thing. Don't forget these things. If you forget, it will go and updating some other fields. And now this is for the D. Similar way, you can skip this part of video. We can update for all each and everything. Okay, why it came here to screenshot means we just copy the this file and save it. So that's why we are able to see this screenshot. So let me try to change this one. I will check that as well. If it is works, then we'll good. Else, we don't know how we can change it. We'll check that as well. We'll see. So this is the D. Under the D, what is there? Under the D, we have last name, first name. Okay, under D, we have this first name. Just go inside dot specific content of this thing dot to string. So when I go and check for Excel file, it's having the first name and last name, all the stuff is available. So this should be the D, that's fine. This is for E. Go to inside and change from D to E. Save it and go here and make this as last name. If you give something wrong, then it will got effect. So make sure that the same thing you should update here as well. So make this as done. E and next step for F. This is for the column F. Remove this and go inside company name, copy that, update here. Very simple. And go to here and change this to the F. I think another 3 to 4 are left. We'll close that as well. So F, and I will update this as the Z, and Z I have this role in company. This is for Z. If you want, you can add here a try catchy, what are the stuff you can add right away, and there is no issues with that all. G, and now this is for column H. I will go inside and change from G to H. H is the address. Just go inside and change this to address. Next. And this is for I. Go to inside and change from address to email. Okay, and finally we have this status. So which is on the column of G. Okay, now go inside and don't update anything here. So already we have this one variable. Now just update that variable after this J. So what we have variable, we have the variable as final status. Copy that and update here. That's it. Okay, now all the stuff has been done. Once this is done, you can add this save activity, or else by defaultly while closing this, it will automatically save that file. Use existing file, save changes, automatically it will save. All the stuff is done. Now we'll try to check this screenshot where we can change means, yeah, this is what I forget this. You can make it as this as Excel data. If you want, you can change that as well, right? No issues. So now this is an Excel log. Now go to transaction. So here I put this import This arguments as one is a success and another for the transaction item. Now save this and go back to one step, and this is business exception. Just go inside, just go inside, and we can take this invoke workflow activity. Okay, and take this Excel log file, and here item is nothing but as in transaction item, and this we can make it as business exception by defaultly because it is in the business exception for sequence or business exception flow. Business business exception and save this. So this is also done. And finally, we have one more stuff here. So which is related to system exception. We can add this directly right away. Where it is? One second, let me check. So screenshot. Okay, you can update here. So if you got any error related to screenshot, it will come to here and do the rest of the stuff, and it will update log as got some error. Okay, here update in transaction item, and this final status failed, or you can update whatever it may be. So I'm go with this failed or business exception, system exception, transaction exception. You can go and add as you wish. Okay, now I will go here and I do one thing. Okay, I want to go this orchestrator. So open in new window. Now it is open incognito. Okay, not incognito. Oh shit. Let it be, no problem. So we'll close this and we'll try to run this automation, and I will delete this file. So where is this input file? And output file I won't delete. I will keep like that only. So now I will go to this here and I will run. So here in queue items we can see bunch of the things. So that's why I try to log in there. Okay, we'll do that as well. Let me open this Chrome and we'll delete that queue items. So basically we have some queue item is enough transactions. Some data is available in the queues. So when I check here, I have this remaining total on mine. What I will do now, I will just copy this and I will delete and recreate. Remove, delete, and I will add create new queue under the name of this. That's it. Okay, now this is also done. Now I will run this automation end to end at keep hands free. So let it do whatever stuff it will do. Just we have wait and see what will happens. Where is this? Okay, it got clicked and updating this Excel file into the local machine. And now this is done. It's moving. Okay, again, this is the issue I told you now for reading it. Just give this some couple of seconds delay, it will work. So just retry it. Okay, now it got started updating the first name, last name, company name, role name, address, mail ID, and phone number. It got submit. Now it tracked the logs as well. Now it's moved to the second part. So let it complete around 6 or 7 rounds are there. So let it complete all the stuff and we'll go and check this. So right now, if you want, you can try whatever the stuff you want. You can close it, browser, whatever it may be. You can just close and do whatever the stuff you want. Okay, it will work. So if not working there, again, you go and change the small kind of logics is required, not the big logics. Very small kind of changes will check that error and how it will occurring there. So what is the error? For example, right now we got this Excel error. So when I see that error, I will understand that this is related to the Excel error. So like that, if you work more and more, you will get some insights of this, how the automation will work, those stuff required. Okay, now round 7, it's done. So let's wait for another. Okay, round 8. I think 9 or 10 is there. I did this a long time. I forget these things. So, and one more thing I want to share this. If you practice more and more, you will learn more and more. If you're not practicing by hands, you not make hands so dirty, then it's a bit difficult to understand these stuffs. So every time you can spend some more and more time on the coding part side. So now this is done. You can see this. Our success rate is 100%. 70 out of 70 fields got success in the RE framework. And the forget about the milliseconds, it take more than. So let it be, no issues. Now everything is done. So there is no errors, nothing. Now I'm going to the output. So just go this output and we can see this having the 13 KB of the data. Okay, where is this log data? Okay, why this are not updated? Okay, so this updating in this here, this sheet, maybe we'll do something messy here. Mm, let's go to main and open this transaction. Under this, we have this file, log file. Let me open this log file and what I given the sheet name here. Sheet name is log data only. Sheet name is log data. Then why data command fall under the sheet one? So now you got to know how the data is coming from. We'll understand why it's came under that. So this log data xlx file. Okay, okay. So we given here this one, but we not change here. So this is a one kind of one more error. So we'll do one thing. Just I will re-update all the stuff and we'll rerun one more time. So no issues. So we'll do that stuff as well. Till we did this is a lengthy video we did, and anyway, that part also will cover right now. So let me update this all the stuff. We'll check end to end. So these are the mistakes when you're doing the code. When you say these are the very very common mistakes, no need to worry about this kind of things. So once you develop end to end, then it's very easy. Just to save this. Now I will go main and I will check this. Okay, transaction anyway, we got all the zeros. Nothing, all transactions got processed. Running this automation end to end, we have fixed all the things. We'll see now it will work. So let me click on this continue. Okay, application got open and it's trying to download. And again, it got failed because we not given any seconds delay there. So while reading this Excel file, it's got failed. So just I'm clicking the retry. So it will retry it and it will start the round all the stuff here. Now we'll see. It will take some couple of minutes, 1 or 2 minutes. That's it, and it will update all the data there right away. Now it's moved for the round two, updating address, mail ID, phone number. Click on the submit. I think now it will take some more seconds to complete this process because now it's getting the data. I mean, getting the data from the rows count and updating the one by one. It increasing that rows each by one by one iteration. Okay, and still, if you want to see the videos like end to end without any discrepancy, here I not skip any part what I'm doing like I will do in different way. Right now I did as a like a beginner how they will do how the stuff they are mistaking. So like kind of not each and every mistake. So just very very few mistakes I did here. So this just for the understand what they are doing, what type of mistakes they can do. So if you practice more and more, then you will get easily. So make that your hands. So try to work each and every topic and understand the concept first thing, how the things are working, how the things are not working, in which way it's a easy way and which is the hardest way. So if you identify these things, then you can easily got the stuff. There is no hard, there is no easy. So everything is depends upon you. Okay, now everything is done. Now this is the 10th round. Okay, and the final thing, you can just subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed, and hit a like button. So, and who are seeking the knowledge, share with them. So, going forward, we'll try to do more and more videos on different RP technologies as well. And what are the required for RP technologies? We'll do like SQL, Python, whatever the stuff is there. Na? So we try to do those videos as well. Now this automation has completed. I will go to this data and output. Now we'll see whether data is a bit fine, looks good. So these are the transactions. So this is the logs which I have captured. So the one last step is not updated, maybe some issue of the Excel file or might be some issue or something. But anyway, most of the data has updated here very clear. Okay, and we can see the success, all the status, mails. So these are the transactions which they got. Okay, so these things has missed in the Excel file. So that's why. So when you see these all having the headers, but only these two columns has not having the headers. Maybe while updating the code, I missed something there. Excel logs. Let me go inside here. I will check. Okay, here +1 I kept, and rest of the things I kept as plus 2. So this is a one kind of mistake when you say that. Okay, now +2. If you give the +2, it will get correct because I told you initially here index will start from the 0, and when you go in Excel, index starts from the 1. So this is small difference. Okay, anyway, thanks for watching.